what does that have to do with you today? You certainly are not in the Garden of Eden. You're not in a little village. Most of us don't have to worry about invaders, although that is happening in our world and has continued. We haven't completed a mission. We are still trapped. And in 2000, the voice of authority, the Sophia center of solar plexus, was activated in female bodies to begin to awaken that voice of authority. That voice of authority that could say, this is not okay with me. It's not acceptable. And now what we're adding and have been adding is the knowledge of why we have the voice, who we are to call for. It's not our elected officials. Should we say something to them? Yes, of course. But the real change comes by calling in those teams, multiple teams from those worlds beyond, that have integrity, that have compassion, that have authority, who are aligned to the mission of removing parasitic energies, parasitic devices, parasitic forms, parasitic structures, removing them out of our space and back to their home. They can keep them, but they have to have them in their home. So now we are back saying we are the mission force. So we, as a mission force, have been taught to not value our intuition, our sensitivity, our feelings. We have been told that energy is Pollyanna, all part of the deception of the parasitic agendas. We have to begin to know that there are voices speaking to us, especially us in a female body, that we need to learn to listen to that voice. And the voice might be a pain in the head. It might be a heart swelling. It might be cold feet. It might be a vision that we have of, oh my gosh, what if no one stops at that stop sign? We got to reclaim all the language of energy. And there's multiple languages. And then we begin to interact with those intelligences that aren't seen, but they exist. And they are trying to tell us something, but they're using their language. They do not have a mouth, but they have a mind. That's where we're at.